First of all, my opinion, midfield is a term in football having equal norm with the most crucial and influential position that link the offense and the defense, as the midfield area were named as the engine room for a reason. To be more specific, the strength of a team will be defined by the attribute of their midfield. And for Man United midfield during this season with the addition like Casemiro and Eriksen have brought major upgrades comparison with the last season. The combination of the balance brought by Casemiro, playmaking of Eriksen and killer passing of Fernandes resulted Man United have the perfect midfield trio. Unfortunately, with the injuries to Eriksen and Casemiro's suspicious target for red cards by referee, the midfield trio unable to play in many matches, especially with the Eriksen injury led to Man United missing his playmaking from the deeper position. But this issue had a solution by dropping Fernandes from the cam spot to the central midfielder spot, utilizing his amazing passing range and had proven to be very effective on his own. However, with the suspension of Casemiro viewed to be catastrophic for Man United as no other player capable to replicate the effect brought by the Brazilian. Of course, with these changes evidence the creativity of Erik ten Hag using a limited squad, and in the same way did emphasize Man United were in need of further reinforcement in the central midfielder to the central defensive midfielder spots. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. The midfield that Man United needed for reinforcement required a couple traits like young in age, playmaking or game reading ability, press resistance, contain high energy work rate, and amazing technical ability. To be honest, those traits can be equal to a world-class player. In fact, that Man United were required to bring in a midfielder that can take over Christian Eriksen as a starter and be Casemiro's short-term backup. If best is to be an understudy under both Eriksen and Casemiro world-class players. In all fairness, Eriksen still holding up as a key piece in the Man United team and had been Erik ten Hag's favourite player until his ankle injury. But in order to adapt a hectic schedule for many years to come, consistently play Eriksen will utterly squeeze his rather low in on-pitch fitness and would be much better midfield option on the bench. Plus, there was no harm with some quality midfielder in the squad that allowed Erik ten Hag to have a better option to rotate based on the competition ahead. While Man United forever first option still remain to be Frankie de Jong, I highly suggest that we should move on after experiencing all kinds of drama. With that said, the player we'll be looking into this video that had been linked to Man United recently and his profile did match the criteria mentioned just now. The player was none other than Orkan Kokcu. As usual, if you enjoy this kind of content, do please subscribe to this channel as each of your subscription will be a motivation for me to upload new content and ring the notification bell for every new upload. Let's cut to the chase and here we go. Orkan Kokcu, a 22-year-old 23 this year, born in Haarlem, Netherlands, played for Feyenoord. These days, Eredivisie have been mass-produced of talent that cannot be denied by many top clubs, and Feyenoord Academy had been certainly one of them, as the academy had produced the likes of Georginio Wijnaldum and Stefan de Vrij. Kokcu himself joined Feyenoord Academy at the age of 14. 3 years later, Kokcu made his impressive debut for Feyenoord on 17 September 2018 and scored the second goal in the 4-0 win over VV Gemert in the first round of the KNVB Cup. Then later that year, Kokcu made his Eredivisie debut against FC Emmen and contributed a goal and an assist after coming on as a substitute. This Turkish youngster had made an impression and subsequently brought his form till the end of the 18-19 campaign as Kokcu ended his debut season with 30 appearances and accumulated 9 goals and 10 assists, a highly rated season for a rookie. As time progressed, Kokcu gradually improved so much that he had been seen to become the heart and the core of Feyenoord, even named as a club captain by the head coach Arne Slot during the start of this season. He can do anything with the ball he wants. He is very smart, so he knows what to do as well. His poor decisions are very rare to see. Also, his long shots are pretty good. He can score goals from outside the box, which makes him very valuable not only as a playmaker, but also as a proper attacking player. Orkan Kokcu till today had appeared under Feyenoord's shirt with 38 times, scoring 12 goals and 4 assists. Kokcu described it as a complete midfielder, highly proficient a number of aspects, especially on the offensive side. His offensive work rate and technical ability had him compared to the Man City captain Gundogan, as both share the high energy on the offensive side and also the ability to dictate plays. Initially, Kokcu started into the scene as an advanced midfield role and sometimes operate as a left winger, similar how Bruno Fernandes operates. However, during these 2 seasons, he established his role as a traditional box-to-box midfielder, mostly as a left midfielder in a 4-3-3 lineup, as that position can fully utilize his ability when dropping deep and orchestrate a play as a regista, or move further forward and sit on the opponent's half spaces as a false 8 roles that popularized by Man City, with both Gundogan and De Bruyne often played that half spaces. Looking at this Turkish midfielder FB report stats, we can see that on the offensive end would be a huge asset for Kokchu, and the asset would be a tremendous value for Man United. Starting with passing, which easily be Kokchu's strength, which cover all the distance you are talking about, short passes, long passes or medium passes. This guy strive all of them. Crucially, his 11.86 progressive passes and 9.68 passes into final third and 12.8 into the penalty area, all of them sit at 99 percentile, is a crazy number for a midfielder. As compared with Eriksen, both of them had a high number of passing attribute, resulting them more of a playmaker type player. Despite of that, the thing Kokchu edge over Eriksen was his drive with the ball under his feet, which is comfortable on both feet combined with the composure made him an excellent ball progressor. In fact, his godly 95 percentile for carries, including progressive carries and progressive carry distance, highlighted his press resistant prowess in where Man United squad lacked of. The Eriksen, although his passing and playmaking is a key trait for Man United, but lacked the physical attribute that sees him get bullied easily by much more physical players. While Kokchu possesses a more stronger body and dribbles see him much easier to wiggle out or power through presses. Furthermore, his fascinating passing and carries ability contributed a high number of shot creating action, as well both expected assists and expected non-penalty XGs literally had him a surefire player. What the hell? Kokchu could basically do no wrong on the offensive side. Unfortunately, similar with Eriksen, both of their defensive side of ball would not categorize as their strength, or would be slightly harsh is downright abysmal. The Kokchu with 1.47 tackles per 90 had him sit at only 19 percentile, but his 0.49 tackles on the opponent final third had him sit at 96 percentile did remain solid. This low defensive work rate meant that to be effective, Kokchu would be better playing along an aggressive ball winner, and Casemiro defensive specialist could come in handy, and a striking partner between them would be devastating. In spite of that, Kokchu would still need to work on his defensive and could be an understudy along with Casemiro. In short, Orkan Kokchu fulfilled the requirement as a midfielder that Man United need. He is young, possesses great making ability, press resistant with the ball, and highly technical sound. In addition to bring him may not be costing an arm and a leg compared to Jude Bellingham, and he will be priced a range of 40 to 50 million pounds. Bringing Kokchu this moment can be highly beneficial for Man United and himself due to the fact that Man United had obtained an exciting midfielder to be an understudy for Christian Eriksen and Casemiro world-class midfielders, and also be a quality starter for Man United. While for Kokchu himself, under Erik ten Hag, can be elevated further down the road given ten Hag's amusing track record when it comes to develop young talents. Hopefully Man United can act quick and acquire his signature, because Kokchu's name currently has floating around the transfer market and definitely be many teams' priority list. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Do you think Kokchu can be a suitable understudy for Eriksen and quality midfielder starter? Comment down below so that we can have a discussion. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next one.